I dig a pony.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel.
You know what that's from?
No.
All right. So, like, if you were a Beatles fan, you would know what "I dig a pony" means.
Oh, I'm not a Beatles. I'm a Beatles fan, but I'm not that much of a Beatles
No,
fan.
you're
You
not,
know what that
man.
is.
You're not at all.
So, welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. We're going live again tonight. Free agency is happening fast and furious.
I
A
dig
lot
it.
of a lot of movement today. Or a lot of things going on. So, before we're going further, like Vic and I were just talking about this, so I just want to kind of go over this really quick.
This is brought to you
Uh,
by Sparkling Ice,
So let me just show this really quick.
the
On the
new
screen.
refreshing strawberry lemonade drink by Sparkling Ice.
We're not doing ice cream anymore.
No strawberry ice cream for you. So, yes. So one of the things that we've seen is what? Are you showing the recent?
Well, here's the first thing I'm going to show. Right.
Okay, there you go, man.
So free agency. Biggest thing is that it basically is going to start. It's already kind of started already, right? But the rule basically says that they can start negotiating with teams. Can start negotiating at 6:00 tomorrow night Eastern. They can negotiate those deals, but they can't officially sign until July 6th.
That's
Hopefully,
fun.
the Bulls don't screw it up like they did the last time and announce something at like 6:01 or 6:05.
Somebody else.
Hopefully, they'll wait a little bit.
Somebody else will do it and get away with it, man. I mean, that's just kind of what happens these days.
Yeah. So, so that's what free agent. But like a lot happened. Like a lot it seemed to be going on today. Like even right now, as we're getting ready for this, there seemed to be a lot going on. So, do you want to go first? Do you want to kind of go first with?
Yeah, I like going first.
Okay.
Why would I want you to go first? To screw it all up. Right?
Of course. Yeah.
Exactly, man. So what did we see today?
So first thing we saw, the Hawks trade for, they gave up a lot. They gave up like 3 first-round picks for DeJounte Murray.
They did, man.
From the Spurs. So the Spurs are officially like in rebuild mode at this point.
They are. So Pop. Why would Pop want to stay there in rebuild mode, man?
So the thing I read today, the Pop kind of like coaching the younger team. Like he seemed to be rejuvenated by coaching the younger team, and I think he wanted to let Murray go because he didn't want Murray to have to suffer through a rebuild, and give him a chance to go somewhere he could win. But they picked up a ton of draft picks. I read today they've got a like 11 picks over the next 7 years.
Yeah.
11 first-round picks over the next 7 years.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
And they just got 3 first-rounders this year.
Yeah. So you heard that Danilo Gallinari, who got traded with those 3 picks, supposedly the Spurs are going to drop them.
So let's see here. Jeffrey, what's going on? Thanks for the comment. Let me pull that up, actually.
Resign Zach, get Lonzo. Well, absolutely get Lonzo healthy, man. If Lonzo's not healthy, then I don't know who's gonna pick up the slack.
So let me show this.
And what in the world, Jeffrey? I don't know if you heard this, but Carl and I saw this a couple days ago. We were kind of shocked. It was, no one really talked about it, but it was a tweet from Mark Eversley, not a tweet from Mark Eversley, but a tweet from Daniel Greenberg, I think, about Mark Eversley saying that Lonzo was going to play in the G League this summer.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That is crazy for someone who's had that much knee problems. He needs, I would say he would need rest, but.
Yeah. So here's the first thing that I saw today. That sounds like, because Gallinari was part of that trade. And it sounds like they're going to cut him, but it sounds like now that he might be available, the Bulls and the Heat might also be interested in Gallinari. Now, he's a good shooter, right?
Absolutely, man.
He would provide us some offense for sure. I don't know where he would, he's obviously going to be part of that second unit, because I don't think he's going to start a power forward, or even a 3, because we've already got those spots filled. But that would be an interesting pickup, don't you think?
I agree, man. Here, let me pull up the what the heck is going on here, man?
This is what happens when we do this live. We're doing it live. So
we're doing it live. Dang it. Doing it live.
That's part of the challenges that we've got here going live when we're doing our own production value. So look, Jeffrey out there while he's pulling that up. You know what? Resign Zach seems to be a given, right? Lonzo seems to be playing, seems to be
Yeah.
getting healthier,
I'm
right?
not even worried about Zach. I think that's a given too.
So
Oh,
Gobert, like getting him, it's just going to be interesting on what we would have to give up to get him.
yeah.
You know,
So this is Gallinari's stats over the course of his career, man. See, let's look at this 3-point shooting. 38, 40, 40, 43. I mean, that's solid 3-point shooting, man.
yeah. The
I
only
mean,
thing is, the only thing
I
that
yeah.
bothers me a little bit there is the number of games he's playing over the last 4 or 5 years. 66, 51, 62, 68, 21. You know, we need someone that's durable that's going to give us at least 70 games.
All right. So it's the whole course of his career, he's only played 70 games 2 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of worrisome, but he does have a really good shot. He can make his own shot. He would be solid in a 3-point shooting role. So I'd be happy with him. If we got him on the cheap.
Yeah. That would fill one of the spots.
Yeah. All right. So what else? How'd you
Stokes,
get
what's
back?
up, dude? Thanks for joining in again tonight.
Sup,
Thanks
dudes?
for checking in. Yeah, Jeffrey, look, we agree. Like there is absolutely no benefit to having him play in the summer league, even if it's only for a couple games over the weekend, right?
Yeah, I want
Um,
to. He's like, send a limo to pick him up, man. Put him in
yeah,
bubble. Put him in
yeah,
bubble wrap,
bubble wrap. I was just
man.
gonna say the same thing. Put him in bubble wrap for the next
Put
couple
him in one
months
of
until the season starts.
those big bubbles, donut bubbles, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stokes, we were just talking about that. Gallinari would be an interesting option because we'd be able to get him at a good price, I think. But
yeah.
it'd
And
be it's a bidding war at this point because if Boston's in contention for him, and so is Miami, Miami's going to have a little bit of money since it sounds like PJ Tucker's not going to re-sign there. So that might be a little bit. They might have a little more money to spend, but it'll be interesting to see. You
all right,
know,
I'm going back. I'm going back to this screen because this kind
okay,
of gives us details. Like, so Harden declined his option.
yeah,
Shanger, coach.
we're not gonna be able to sign him,
No,
and
I
I
know.
don't know if I'd want him.
No. Yeah, that has no bearing on the Bulls whatsoever. What about Beal?
Beal, I don't think. Again, he's more of a shooting guard, and we've already got an overloaded guard. So,
No,
like,
we can't afford him anyways. But
yeah,
do any of those guys moving to different teams, does that affect possibly ultimately who we can have?
it
You
totally
know,
depends. Like, if they stay in the East, if those guys stay in the East, like, look, Atlanta got a lot better today by picking up Murray,
oh
right?
heck yeah, man. And one of the rumors is that the Bulls are interested in John Collins.
Yeah, look, that would be a good pickup, I think, right? But
Yeah.
again, the question is, uh, what's it going to cost us, right?
Yeah.
I
So let's
mean, that would have to be a trade.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely, man. I think you're definitely losing one of your key pieces. I bet you would have to give up. God, would you have to give up Patrick Williams? I don't know. I don't think the Bulls would do that, but I've heard his name now once or twice in some trades.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes me
So
kind of nervous.
yeah, Scott. So look, the one thing we're looking at, even if you look at the draft, right? I mean, Detroit got a lot better. Cleveland is getting a lot better.
Yeah, so
Atlanta is
Detroit,
so those free agents, if they stay in the East is going to become a lot tougher.
and Detroit got what Alec Burks and Nerlens
No, Noel,
Noel,
yeah.
and that completely changes us possibly getting Mitch Robinson.
Well, I saw something today. Mitch Robinson sounds like he's going to resign, but he's
With the
getting like
Knicks.
he's getting like a 4-year, $60 million. That's 15 million a year. I
Yeah.
don't think he's worth 50 million a year.
No, I don't think he is either. So I'm just saying that trade impacted the Bulls getting Mitchell Robinson for sure too.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we didn't. I don't know if we had much of a chance of getting him anyways. KCP was another guy that we talked about. Either you or somebody, one of our other guests, is a possibility of.
But he's off to Denver, right? Is that where
He's
it's
off.
going? He went to
Yeah.
Denver.
So like, this is the Denver trade here. Pope, Ish Smith, and 4-player deal. And I didn't hear about this because it was at lunch. So Will Barton and Monte Morris to the Wizards in exchange for Pope and Ish Smith.
Yeah, and
Interesting, man.
Kuzma seemed to be really interested, really happy that Morris is going there because apparently they went to school together, like grade school
Really?
together, and they were talking about how it would be cool if they played in the NBA together someday. So, Monte Morris going to Washington with Kuz, and potentially Beal. I mean, again, East is going to get better.
Absolutely. I'm gonna stop sharing that screen. So, okay, what does anybody like? Okay, so I like Collins. Maybe for Kobe or Patrick, we definitely need interior help. That's for sure. What do you think about John Collins? Do you know much about his stats?
It's not so much like obviously he benefited a lot from Trae Young and getting a lot of the assists there. Like being able to benefit from his passing and his offensive skills. To me, John Collins is more of a rebounder, right? More of a rim presence, rim protector. To me, that seems to be more of his game. But I think he would fit in, right? I mean,
I didn't realize John Collins was 6'9". I thought somebody was telling me he was 6'7".
So here's a scenario, right?
Yeah, let's talk about scenario.
So what if you gave up Patrick Williams? If you gave up Patrick Williams in the trade to get Gobert, and then you were able to get John Collins to fill in that spot at the 4.
Uh-huh.
If you were able to get Collins and Gobert.
And get rid of Vooch and Williams?
And get rid of Vooch and Williams. But it doesn't sound like we're getting rid of Vooch. So if we get Gobert, it doesn't sound like Vooch is going to be part of that trade.
I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how that works.
Well, the other thing I saw today that the cap went up 11 million this year.
Yeah.
So that's literally another player that you could sign.
Well, this is Collins' stats here, man. Career-wise, 16.5 points per game. Blocks 1+.
That's good.
Game. That's better than I thought. He had averaged 10 rebounds, close to 10 rebounds 2 years in a row.
He's a double-double.
He
close
can
to a double-double.
Yeah, I know. Better than I thought. And he's young. So now would you see, like, for someone like this, like where he's a proven, he can score that right now, would you give up Patrick Williams?
I would only give up Patrick Williams if we were able to replace him at the 4. If we were able to get another player that is somewhat proven and in the league, maybe right around the same age, maybe a couple more years experience. The only thing with Patrick Williams that kind of is an unknown is he going to stay healthy?
The paw?
He's got
a paw.
I know, but he got hurt. Look, he got hurt last year.
You don't understand. Right? He's got that special paw.
I understand. I get the paw. Like I get that part of it, right?
It's like superhero powers, man.
But is there something? Look, is there something behind the scenes, right? That maybe the Bulls know about. Is he injury prone? Can they trust him to play a full season?
If they did trade him, then you would probably think that was a possibility, or they want a proven guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Gray, man, great.
Yeah, guy. He definitely needs to be more. Now, again, I don't know if the injury is what played into it.
Like he was just trying to get the comments, man, and you just interrupted me, dude. James Gray.
I was gonna say, James. That's what I'm saying to James. Like, look, he does need to be more aggressive. I'm just wondering if the injury and him kind of coming in late, it affected him because the team was pretty much established at that point, right? And he was just trying to fit in. He wasn't I don't think he was confident enough to.
He was tentative, man.
There
were times where like shoot the ball, take the ball to the hole, be aggressive, and then boy, weren't we excited in that Timberwolves game? And then some of the playoffs too had some solid games.
Yeah, look, I think the other good thing is the fact that he's been working out DeMar in LA over the summer. I think that's only a good thing because DeMar's just going to tell him like, look, you got to shoot the ball. Like you got to be more aggressive. So
Yeah.
him working out tomorrow, I think, is a good thing,
All
right?
right, so let's go to this. Let's go to this other possibility that we heard about today, and that was Blake Griffin. What do you guys think
Oh,
about Blake Griffin, man?
I don't know.
I don't like that one bit. I mean, like if they were to get Blake Griffin, now they were talking about it at like a minimum deal.
League, like a league minimum.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Look, if it's going to be for the minimum, uh, look, he may not be a bad
Yeah,
option on the bench, right?
absolutely a bench player, man.
Um,
Look at this decline, man.
yeah, for sure. Ever since
Yeah.
he left LA, he wasn't that player. When he went to Detroit, he wasn't the same player.
No, not at all. I'm just trying to look at how many games he's played over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Boy, what you know what? Honestly, what is that 4 years ago?
Yeah.
He was an all-star that year. Huh.
I don't know if you would catch lightning in a bottle like someone like a JaVale McGee, who played really well last year for
Yeah,
Phoenix. But I don't know, like he had to play a big role. I don't think that's the case for Griffin. That would be more like that's not a day one free agency signing. Let's put it that way.
yeah,
That would be like, look, we filled all of our spots. We got a little bit of money left over. We've got a spot, maybe if it's available, right?
yeah.
Um,
Do you like the comment, man? That
yeah.
cracked me up.
So, like James says, he's washed up. I totally agree, right?
He is washed up, man. That's why I was
You know,
surprised it popped up
yeah.
as a possibility. All right, and then so we went over Gallinari. All right, next guy. We're gonna go to. You got a guy? I got a guy.
Look, there's
a guy?
one here. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me
All
pull
right,
up
pull up
this
the
one.
guy.
Let
You
me
guys
pull
got a
him up.
guy? Do you guys have other? Podol was another rumor. Skoke said. I did hear that today too, going through Twitter.
Let me
I
just
think
make sure.
it might have been from. Might have been from Daniel Greenberg. And of course, you heard that we declined to qualify an offer to Troy Brown Jr.
So here's an interesting one that I saw
I
today.
appreciated that. That was good news.
Look at this one.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, look, if we can
What's
get a
that
trade
mean?
out of it, right? I don't think we'll get.
We can
I
get
wouldn't want Westbrook in return, right? But if
heck no, I do not want Westbrook.
look, if the Lakers are crazy enough to want Kobe White, like just give us like even a second round draft pick, we'll take it.
That's all you want?
At this point, it's a roster spot, right? And it frees up cap space.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? Who would I like is Monk, but they would never do that.
Monk
better.
said he wants to go back to the Lakers.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I don't know what kind of rights he has, but I would love Monk as a 3-point shooter on our team.
Yeah.
All right. So the other guy that I also saw pop up was, here we go. I know we're doing this differently. Mo Bamba.
Yeah, that's a good guy to go with. We talked about him briefly last night, right?
We did. I don't think but it wasn't. I don't think how clear it was. We said it might be a good thought just in free agency, and then we saw it pop up that the Bulls might be interested in him. But
yeah, there's quite a few teams that seem to be interested in him.
Well, I would be too. I mean, look at this last year, and this was also with him sharing time with Wendell Carter. I mean,
Look at those blocks,
right? Almost 2 blocks a game.
Yeah.
11 points a game, which I was kind of surprised at, and rebounds 8.
Yeah.
Only playing 25 minutes a game.
Right.
That's pretty good. Well, he was starting. So how was Carter the 4 guys?
No, Wendell Carter started at the 5.
Because it's saying he's position center. So they must.
I think they might have been both in the game at the same time. But I think he came off the bench. I'm almost positive he came off the bench.
It said
25 minutes.
Wendell
Bamba.
Carter?
No, Mo Bamba. I think he came off the bench.
69 games started, man. Right here.
Yeah, I think they both started. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if Carter was the 4.
Look, 69 games started, right? We're looking for someone to give us about 70 games, right? And 1.7 blocks. That would definitely be a rim protector.
All right. There was another guy, Daniel Greenberg, said the Bulls were interested in. Okay, well, one, they did sign to a two-way deal. I want to say Malcolm Hill.
Okay.
Did you
Yep.
see that?
I saw that.
Wasn't really excited about that. Free
I
agent.
think that's just more or less that's an option available. He'll probably end up playing with Windy City.
Yeah, I was excited for him at first, but he couldn't hit shots either. I didn't. I wasn't.
His defense was pretty good. He's a good backup in case
His defense,
he's a good extra option in case someone gets hurt.
Free agency, Carl. You want to go over that? When does it open? 7 tomorrow night.
Skokes, free agency opens tomorrow. I'll put that up on the screen again. Free agency opens tomorrow. Let me put that up on the screen. Starts tomorrow at 6:00 Eastern. They can start negotiating deals, but they can't officially sign until the 6th. So those Woj bombs should be coming fast and furious tomorrow. Again, hopefully the Bulls aren't stupid enough to announce something at 6:01 or 6:05. The first announcement I fully expect them to make is that they signed Zach. Right?
It works out perfectly.
That would be the first announcement I would expect them to make. That's got to be their first priority.
For Zach, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that should be the first announcement they make.
Yeah, I think they get that out of the way. Now, so they signed Malcolm Hill. They signed a two-way deal with Lewis that we talked about last time.
Yep.
And they're also talking about possibly signing a guy from Florida State, John Butler. I'm going to pull up his college stats. So John Butler, 7'1", 190 pounds, man. Dude, I'm 6'2", and I'm like 200. That guy must be like a feather. This is his Florida State stats. You could see, though, he was ranked in top 100. He was ranked 66. Let's see where we got blocks, 1 block a game, rebounds, not too good. So they must possibly see him as like a G League guy and
like raw talent, like someone they need to develop, like a Marco.
Exactly. And
Right.
we haven't even heard anyone talk about Marco. So do we think Marco might be on the block as a possible trading piece? That might not be a bad idea if they're trying to bring in like a John Collins, and they still got Tony Bradley unless they get rid of him.
Yeah, because I don't know how the rules work out, right? Correct, Jeffrey. Get that guy a sandwich. You're absolutely right. Get that guy something to eat. Get that guy a couple Italian beefs with the jardiniere and the cheese, so that way you can bulk up a little bit.
Yeah, where would you get that beef from? I personally like Portillo's Italian beef.
Of course,
where would you guys get? I caught you off guard, man. They're Mr.
Jay's in Harwood Heights.
Narragansett.
Yeah.
And
Jay's for sure.
Nagel? I forget where that is, man. It's somewhere around there. That's Jay's beef. Really good, man.
Johnny's beef also in Arlington Heights. Off of Arlington Heights Road. Johnny's beef out there. That's a good one too. So
yeah, oh yeah, see Jay's beef, man. I used to live around Jay's. I went to St. Robert Bellarmine around Jay's long time ago, man. All right, so there was another guy, Isaiah Hardenstein, man. He was another guy that came up. I'm not too thrilled about him, quite honestly. I looked at his stats here. Let me just pull them up. I really like the Bamba.
Yeah, I think Bamba would be a good one because I think we could get him for the right price. But the only problem is that it's going to be a bidding war because I know there's other teams that are interested in Bamba also.
But Isaiah Hardenstein, I think that's how you say his name. He's 7-footer. Let's see. And he's been in the league for what, 6 years? 8 points a game. He only plays a minimum, I guess the last 2 years, 18 minutes a game. He's got, let's see, he's rebounding 6'5". I guess for 18 minutes, that's not bad. And blocks, and even you know what? Honestly, maybe he with more playing time or even limited playing time as a backup, maybe he wouldn't be that bad.
He played pretty well with the Clippers this year.
Yeah, so Now, if you could get a dude like Zubac, he's expensive as heck.
He's
Getting
going back to. He's
I
going
know
back
he's
to the
getting
Clippers.
re-signed. I know that guy's amazing.
So
Yeah, you're praying for Hardenstein. I got you. All right, what about Podol? Do you got Podol on anywhere up?
I don't have anywhere up. But who mentioned Podol? I saw that in the comments here.
I'll work on that. Yeah, well, Podol from
Stokes, you brought up Podol, right? I have, for some reason, I don't think Pop would be interested in trading for a player, right? I think it would be like
you wouldn't want to pick.
he would want to pick back. But he might take Marco. That might be an option, right?
I don't know what you just said, man. I was just
is Hardenstein like
commenting.
Hardenstein like White Mamba 2.0? Like, could he be the White Mamba 2.0?
Yes. Here's Podol. Okay.
Yeah.
Last year, let's see. I like this screen better. Oh, he made quite a jump last year. 13.5 points a game. Look at that, man. Almost 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all about Podol now, man. Nine rebounds a game. If you give me Podol, Mobamba, that'd be awesome. One of those two guys.
Well, look, when we played him, when the Bulls played the Spurs this year, he played great.
How's his 3-point shooting? Oh, he shot like one. He shot one shot.
He's not a shooter.
We didn't shoot any 3 points. Well, how do you get 100% on no shooting from 3-point? I don't understand that, man. Somebody explain that to me.
Someone screwed up that stat.
I know, right?
Somebody screwed that up.
Yeah.
That
So
page isn't working.
So what else you got? I got stuff from Greeny.
So here's the other thing that I saw today. Let me bring this one up. So here's what it is. So here's the free agents supposedly they're going to try to reach out to right when free agency starts, right? Mitchell Robinson, Mo Bamba, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Isaiah Hartenstein, Whiteside, Thad Young, Boucher, Jalen Smith, Bobby Portis. Someone mentioned Jalen Smith yesterday.
I don't know where this guy got this from, man. This is not a reputable source.
But look, I think at least they should do. The least they need to do is at least reach out to these guys and see. Right? They got to do their due diligence, right? But
yeah, there's
Whiteside is a guy that you can get. Hartenstein might be a guy you could also get. Bamba obviously is someone we want.
Bobby
Robinson
Portis,
sounds
no
like
way.
Robinson is going back to the Knicks.
I would love Bobby Portis, but you're not getting Bobby Portis.
Do you know what? Bobby Portis was only making $4 million this year, and he declined.
Correct.
The option, right?
Yeah, because he can make more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't blame him.
Yeah. So look, if we could get him double the money, get him for like $8 million.
The dude deserves more than $8 million. If Mitchell Robinson is going to get, what'd you say, more like upwards?
He's being overpaid. Mitchell Robinson's being overpaid.
Someone's going to overpay Portis too, man, and it's not going to be us.
We'll see.
It'll be somebody else. If we get Portis, I'd be ecstatic, man. Bobby, wild-eyed Bobby, man. That dude, when he's mad, it looks like his head's going to pop or his eyeballs are just going to go.
Look, the guy can shoot. Right, like he killed us in the playoffs, right? He couldn't miss.
Yeah, I think most teams killed us 3-point shooting.
No, but I mean, like he was shooting that. He was shooting that post and that mid range, like he couldn't miss.
Everybody,
right?
Yeah, I'd be so cool with Bobby Portis, man.
Yeah, I totally think that's the right way. That's potentially a right way to go, but we'll see. So this is going to come fast and furious over the next 18 hours or so. Even probably by the time we get off here, there's probably going to be even more going on. If something hasn't even been announced right now, I'm sure that Woj is going to be working overtime over the next 24 hours. Right?
Do you think Woj kind of ruins the draft? Or do you think he makes it better? What do you think?
I think we're in a day and age where everybody wants to know, right? And
what about Patty Mills, man?
Where would he play?
What do you mean? Where would he? He's a shooting guard more than a point guard, isn't he?
I understand, but you're ready.
What do you mean, where would he go?
You're like 5'6" deep already at the guard position.
We just cut Troy Brown Jr.
Right, but he wasn't playing.
No, I know. That's because he sucked.
Right, but look, your starting backcourt is going to be Lonzo and DeMar, right? You got AC and Io coming off the bench. So if he's going to play minutes, you got to sacrifice one of those guys.
Why? You could be a number 2. Io's a 3.
Io's a 2 or a 1.
Io could be a 3.
I don't know
He's
about
a
that.
solid 3-point shooter too. I don't know. I'd rather have
I'd rather develop Io and give
Tucker.
Io the time.
I'd rather have Tucker, PJ Tucker.
Yeah, but he sounds like he's signing with the Sixers.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that if he's not sure who's even going to be there.
That he's chasing the money.
Hey, show me the money.
Show me the money, right? That's
Show
where I
me
think
the
he's
money,
going.
man. Yeah, so yeah, Patty Mills is a free agent now too. He declined his $6.2 million player option.
Okay, we talked about this before. What about a trade for Duncan Robinson?
We have talked about that, man. There was rumors he fell out of favor.
Yeah, so if you could get him, right, they probably would take back maybe Kobe and a pick.
All right, so hear me out here. So like, why is it okay to go get him and not Patty Mills just because of his pure
Duncan Robinson is much taller.
Range?
He can play
range.
3. Duncan Robinson for sure is a 3.
I don't know if he's a 3 or a 2.
He's tall, like he'd be a tall shooting guard, but you could conceivably play him, Io, and AC at the same time.
AC.
If you play Patty Mills, AC, and Io at the same time, that's a 3-guard offense.
Okay, I'm hearing you.
Right?
Keep going with that.
But Duncan Robinson, at least he gives you a little bit of size and can rebound a little bit more. If he's in the game. Again, he's more of a spot-up shooter on offense, and he's going to be able to spread the floor, right? He's more of a stretch 3 more than anything else, right? But if you had Patty Mills is only going to give you, like, he's not going to give you any rebounds for sure.
Dante
DiVincenzo
declined his offer too. He's a free agent.
I mentioned him also. He would be an interesting pickup.
You did mention him, man.
DiVincenzo would be an interesting pickup.
Huh.
Yes, Gold. See, I think Duncan would be a good option. Right? I think that would be a good option if we could get him.
Well, yeah, for sure. I'd be all down with that, man.
Right? 2 defensive.
Now, does he have a contract for next year? I'm looking up here.
Yeah, he's under contract. He's still on his rookie deal, I think.
Duncan
I think it's the last year of his rookie deal.
5-year, $90 million contract with the Heat. Holy crap!
But he's already played like three or 4 of those years already.
He's a free agent in 2025.
2025. So he's under contract for another 2 years.
Yes. So I don't know how that'd be possible. I mean, you'd be trading.
You'd have to give up a pick and a couple players.
Yeah, the likelihood of that happening is tough. With 2 defensive guards for point of attack defense. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went kind of Duncan. So my hopes is Mo Bamba, Podol.
Okay.
Thank you.
Either one of those guys fills your need for a rim protector. You still need a shooter.
Still need a shooter, man. So who we getting for that? I mean, okay, and I like the John Collins. John Collins would be that would be a sweet, sweet look. But you're giving up somebody that you already like in order to do that.
I guess the other interesting thing is, like, is Gobert still in play? Like, is that still a primary option?
I literally cannot imagine him being in play still, man. I think that's insane. All right, I'm going back to my free agent board on Sport Track. I'm going to my shooting guard.
DiVincenzo, I think, would be an interesting option.
Yeah, someone mentioned Gary Harris the other day.
That would be a good option too.
He made $21 million, man.
Yeah, he's out of our price range.
You mentioned Lou Williams at $5 million.
We would have to get someone, I think, in that 8 to 10 million range.
I think you're right, man. I mean, okay, so DiVincenzo, however you call his name, man, making 3.2 million. We know Oladipo is 2.4. See, I still don't mind him. You guys want Matt Thomas back?
Sure.
Get out of here. Don't even.
Who'd you rather have? Who'd you rather have, Matt Thomas or Blake Griffin?
I don't want either one of them. How about that?
I'm just asking if you had one or the other.
Oh, Jesus. I'll take Blake Griffin for the league minimum over Matt Thomas. I think no.
You're an idiot.
You get more money. You'd get more out of Blake Griffin than Matt Thomas, man. Matt Thomas hits like a 3-pointer every once in a blue moon when they put him in.
Jeffrey had it right. That even if Blake is paying us and performing at halftime, he's right.
Well, I don't want either one of them, I said, but you would take Matt Thomas over Blake Griffin for the league minimum? Bull.
At least he can shoot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so my prediction is we sign a rim protector and trade for a legit shooter, including Kobe. Just my hunch.
Yeah, the question is who
we're getting
who can we trade for? Like, if we can get Duncan Robinson, yeah, make that trade.
It's not happening, buddy.
It'll be interesting to see what AK and ME come up with.
What about Jarrett Culver?
What about him?
I'm asking you if he's a 3-point shooter. He's a shooting guard. You got Jeremy Lamb. He's been playing for 10 years, $10 million. There's no way
he's TJ Warren.
I like TJ Warren, man. But a lot of people were talking about him on Twitter today about after the bubble, he just like faded away. I don't, the Pacers had a lot of injury problems. So did he, didn't he?
Yeah, he's one of those guys I think might need a change of scenery.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got for this evening, man.
Well, that was a lot to cover.
It was. Tonight, we're just regurgitating stuff.
Yeah. So
Andre Drummond. Yes. Okay, wait. We brought this up last night. Andre Drummond also would be a nice pick, man. He or who's the other big dude? Very similar stature. Andre Drummond, was he with the Nets this year?
No, he was with the Sixers this year.
Who was with the Nets? It wasn't DeAndre.
You're like Barkley on the NBA TNT, like who he played for. You have no idea who these guys. We should do that sometime. You really have no clue as to how who these players play for. You just know the names.
What are you talking about, man? I'm trying to think of the other guy. Will you guys be on tomorrow night?
Skulks, we're hoping to be on tomorrow, but we'll see. It's just kind of wait and see how tonight we were even planning on going on tonight, but there was so much going on, we jumped on. But pay attention to our Twitter feed. We'll let you know if we'll be on tomorrow night or not.
It'll probably be Carl because I'm going to.
Oh yes, you're going to a Jack Johnson concert. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'll probably jump on tomorrow night. We'll see how it plays out, but I'm sure I'll try to be on right when free agency starts.
Hey, maybe you could grab one of these guys and have him as a guest.
Yeah, maybe I can jump one of you guys to jump on and take Vic's place tomorrow night. That would be kind of cool. So DM us, DM us to see what you can come up with. So then we'll try to set something up. But look, there's a lot going on today. Thanks everyone for tuning in for our live broadcast tonight. If you haven't had a chance yet, hit that like button. Definitely helps us out. Hit the subscribe and then follow us also on Twitter because you'll kind of keep up to date on what's going on. So, but let's see what happens. It'll be interesting over the next 24 hours, right? Let's see what happens. So
I want to know on Twitter if you like blue cheese or ranch. All right,
ranch is the correct answer,
and it's blue cheese for me. So all right, let's get out of here.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace,
love,
and digits.
30.